So what now? First off, I want to start out by thanking you guys for all the support. I have not read all the comments. I've only read, maybe glossed over, 5% of them from the last video, but I will take time out of my day, probably tomorrow, to go ahead and do that. So I just wanted to thank you guys again. From what I did see, it was overwhelmingly positive, talking about whether you're a new viewer, an old viewer, kind of the journey that we've had together, how I've been a part of your Clash story throughout the years. And so many of you guys, it seems like, hey, I stopped playing the game a while ago, but I still watch your videos, etc. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Even if you weren't cool and I missed your comments, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch anyway. So I wanted to touch a little bit about, I guess, some clarifications on what I said in this video. To be totally honest with you guys, I just probably did the worst thing you can do on a serious video like that, and no word of a lie, I just hit record and I just started vomiting out words, which is usually what I'm best at doing here on the channel, or worse, depending on how you look at it. So I wanted to clarify. Actually, I put out a tweet, or an X. What do you call them? An X? I put out an X earlier today, which I will share with you guys. But first, I kind of want to get to the point of today's video right out the gate here. And that is, so what now? I mean, I said I wasn't quitting YouTube. I wasn't leaving the channel. I actually want to upload more often, not less often, here on the channel. So I'm going to let you guys help me decide. First off is, you guys may or may not know, I have this kind of dead channel called Chat with Ash. I thought about maybe deleting the channel and just renaming this channel that you're watching this on to from Clash with Ash to Chat with Ash. I'll lose my nice little verified check mark, but it's not the end of the world, right? And then I could do, you know, somewhat, this is what I really want to do. This is what I'm passionate about. I love talking to people, you know, players, people, not just content creators, right? But players who have something to say, who have a really cool journey, a cool story to tell, right? I want things to be raw here on the channel, right? I don't want to be, I suck at service level conversations so bad in life, right? Like, I'm not good at small talk, and I don't want to do small talk. I want to do big talk. I want to talk about really serious stuff as much as I possibly can. Some of that will be gaming related. A lot of it will be gaming related. I still want this to be a gaming channel at the end of the day, but I want to touch on a lot of real life stuff because, as I said in that video, fundamentally, I don't want to just be a guy who sits and rants and raves about video games, right? To me, and this is not a shot at anybody who does that, right? It's an awesome career, very fortunate to have it. But to me, I want to talk about things that I feel like mean stuff in life. I want to talk about, I want to inspire some of you guys. And inspiration comes also through learning about the negative and the hardships of people's lives and how they overcame them, you know? I think there's nothing better than an underdog story, or a story of somebody persevering and then coming out the other end okay, to give us some inspiration in our daily lives. Anyway, guys, I've done a few of these videos, right? I've done one with, I started by wanting to talk about everything and anything, and then I kind of honed in a little bit on content creators. So I had these hour-long conversations with Powerbang and with Molt, with Ilka, the CEO of Supercell, as well. I had one with Nick at Night, now Nicole, but she asked me to take it down, so I did. But I really enjoyed that one as well. So I want to do more of that, basically, is what I want to do, right? Anyway, I want you guys to help me freaking decide over, it's not that big of a deal, but I figured I'd include you guys, right? What's in a name at the end of the day anyway? But I want to get rid of this stupid, I mean, no offense to Rosh, Radical Rosh, who made it. I think this is a beautiful avatar, beautiful channel artwork, but it's been a long time. It doesn't really say anything about me, right? Probably be a dorky picture of my face, my big forehead on display for you guys out there, you know? Let's go to the community tab poll and let you guys decide. I'll say something like, first off, thanks for all the positive comments on my last video. All right, first off, thanks for all the positive comments on my Time for a Change video. Now, question time. Should I keep Clash with Ash or change to the channel to Chat with Ash to better reflect the type of content I'm going to be putting out? See my most recent video as to why. Even though I haven't posted the video yet, because I'm recording it right now with you guys, I will post it. All right, cool. So you guys can decide there. There's the old Polaruski. You know what I want to do? I want to see what the first person voted. This is, again, is going to be riveting for you guys. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Refresh. One vote. Change to Chat with Ash. All right. I wanted to share this with you guys too, because this thought occurred to me that maybe I didn't articulate exactly what I wanted to say beautifully. I saw a lot of reactions, and I didn't watch any of them, but I saw them, like other YouTubers talking about it, Reddit posts, blah, blah, blah. And just by the titles of some of them, it made me think that maybe I didn't do a great job articulating what I was doing. Like, some people were like, Ash quits YouTube forever. I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Anyway, hey all, Friday I released a video discussing the future of my chat with that Clash with That channel. So basically, I'm not gonna read it verbatim because that's boring, right? I was making two categories of content: best deck content and community news. Best deck, to me, as I said in that video, you know, Royale API, Stats Royale, there's Deck Shop Pro. There's so many great websites and resources out there for content, or for anybody, for content, for players, to go ahead and check out the best decks, right? Furthermore, there's so many players who are better than me, former pros, active pros, just really good players, who have YouTube channels that put out amazing deck content video. So I felt like over the years, it became, well, less interesting and certainly less necessary for the community at large. Furthermore, my ever-growing lack of game expertise, right? I've never been a pro player, so pretending to be someone who gives some hard-hitting strategic analysis on decks is it's just not, it's not sitting very well with me, okay? Community news content, I like doing that, but it actually became community drama content, right? If we go to my channel here, we go to my videos, you'll see that I'm like, just when we thought things couldn't get worse, thousands pledged to boycott Clash Royale, Supercell's charging $10 for a level 15 card, community meltdown, a community response, players are outraged. It was a lot of that stuff, And granted, views were a bit up during this period where all I was doing was echoing community complaints about the game. But frankly, as I said in that video, I won't reiterate the entire thing, it turned me into somewhat of a curmudgeon, man. Like, whether or not things were bad or worse or bad at the time in the game, or still are bad at the time in the game, which frankly, you know, I kind of think is the case. Listen, I owe everything to Supercell, my career. I don't hate the company, but I am not happy with the direction of Clash Royale. But I don't want to sit there and make videos every day talking about how something that I'm supposed to love sucks. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it was turning me into a not good person. I wasn't feeling good about putting out negative vibes into the universe because I'm a little bit of a deep down hippie, you know? I want to be positive vibes, you know? I just want to be, listen, there's enough sources of negativity on the internet for anybody. If you want to hear a negative video, if you want anybody telling you why everybody in the world sucks, every company sucks, everything sucks all the time, then just go ahead and Google it. You'll find plenty of articles. Same thing with Clash Royale and anything else. I just didn't want to be a part of that, man. Not that I'm like above it or anything like that, but I don't know, I guess I'm above it. I'm just not interested in it, you know? So I saw that, I'm like, this is an opportunity to keep making content here. When I was just doing negativity every day and the channel was like finally heading in the right direction, I started gaining subscribers after years of losing. And then I'm just like, dude, I don't want to be a drama alert, man. I just don't want to do it, you know? It's okay to do a few of them one-offs, but it just wasn't for me. Thus, from here, I plan to continue to upload Supercell-related content exclusively on the channel, just to be less focused on Clash Royale and more on the communities, as well as other creators doing cool shit. I intend to keep the raw feeling of the channel, like we spoke about earlier, but would shift to telling awesome and personal stories versus just coasting along doing the same old that I outlined above. Thank you all so much. And thank you all so much. I mean, my viewers, people actually taking the time to listen to me talk and ramble about Clash Royale, about my YouTube channel and stuff like that. I know it's been a journey for a lot of us, and I really, truly, honestly, deep down, appreciate you guys. I mean, it blows my mind. I'll end with this, right? There was a time when if I went from like 150,000 views per video to 100,000 views per video, I remember specifically, I released like a mortar video 4 or 5 years ago, right? And it got like 70,000 views. And I remember panic messaging my YouTube content manager and being like, dude, what happened with this video? It must be the algorithm. It must be punishing. Maybe my subs didn't get notifications. Blah, blah, blah. And like in my head, I'm like going like off the charts worried about, you know, everything. All of a sudden, how am I going to provide for my family? Blah. And it's just like, dude, you still had 70,000 people watch you playing stupid Clash Royale. No offense to Clash Royale. You know, I love the game. It's a perfect game. Awesome. You know, in terms of at its core. I spoke about that in the last video. But, dude, even if I get serious stuff here, man, like, if I go interviewing content creators, I know views are going to go even worse than they are right now, right? But if I can get, you know, make content that I feel better about, content that I would actually want to click on, you know? And if I'm honest with you guys, if I look at the stuff I've been making, I would have clicked on Clash Mini because I am interested about Clash Mini. And that's the type of content I might be putting out. Like, I might have a random Clash of Clans creator on, just talking about what's going on in Clash of Clans, you know? And asking questions from a perspective of someone who's not trying to be a know-it-all, someone who genuinely wants to know and doesn't. I'm out of the loop, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but if I look at my content, I can't make top 5 decks anymore. I mean, if I go to before that, right, I guess, you know, they switched up. Okay, it's all balanced. Like, I barely even make top deck content anymore. It's mostly all opinion stuff. Update for losers. Why players are angry. Blah, 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 blah. Update. Blah, blah. Community speaks out. Like, look at this stuff, man. Top 5 decks. Barbarian Hunt deck. Lumberjack deck. Is Logbait dead? This deck is broken. This deck is broken. Like, dude, I wouldn't click on any of this stuff. And honestly, the litmus test for a content creator, and anybody should or could tell you out there as content creators, it should be, what would you watch? This is the lowest hanging fruit for you, right? That's the lowest barrier of entry, is what would I like to watch? And when you're putting out stuff that you wouldn't want to watch, something's got to change. So we're going to go back into longer format. In the world where everything's shifting to short format, reels and TikToks and shorts, we're going to go opposite. We're going to zig while they zag, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go into long-form content because that's my proverbial cup of tea. Guys, much love. Stay tuned for all the long-term interview-based content here on the channel. I'm excited for it. I hope a few of you guys are excited too. We should check one more time on that poll though, right? That hard-hitting community tab. Let's see. Now we have 210 votes. Keep Clash with Ash. Bah, bah, bah. Well, good time to vote, guys. Thanks for watching.